Explain to people like me who are just fans who just don't even, you know what I'm saying, we just here to watch football, but we
Right.
kind of want to know what's going on. Explain the difference between name, image, and likeness and revenue sharing, and where does this money come from?
Okay, so name, image, and likeness really is just the ability for players to make money off of their name, image, and likeness from corporations or sponsors or what we call collectives, which are basically sponsors of the program. That money cannot come from the school. So it doesn't come from any of the revenue that's generated from the school. But the schools are allowed to help facilitate these deals. So if Gatorade wants to hire Jeremiah Smith, for example, the school can help facilitate the deal between Gatorade and Jeremiah Smith. But the money's not coming from Ohio State. And that money, the amount of money that a kid can make in NIL is unlimited right now. So if somebody comes and says, I want to give you 100 million, they can come and give a kid 100 million, right? So that's kind of how the name, image, and likeness works. So you have the concept that players can really generate money from their name, image, and likeness, which is what started this. But then obviously everybody got creative and figured out, well, okay, the money can't come from the school technically, but we can still work with our sponsors and work with our partners and different, boosters and figure out creative ways to raise money to be able to make the packages attractive enough for the talented players. So that's NIL. Now, what's also happened recently is the revenue share, which is now schools are now able to share up to 20.5 million, I believe, in revenue amongst their student athletes.
Now that's across the board, though, not just one program.
Yeah, across the board.
Okay.
And they can figure out how they want to divvy that up. The schools have the full autonomy to figure out how they want to do that. So, the reality is that they're setting that money up kind of based on the value of the sport, the value of the player, that type of thing. So they have autonomy to do that. Whether or not people are actually following that, we don't know. But that's the opportunity. So now what's happening is you have these packages that are being put together for these players in the portal, where they say, okay, we have a package which is, let's just say 1.5 million for you per year. And part of that package will be NIL money that's coming from a sponsor, Nike, Gatorade, so-and-so. And they have specific obligations for that money. They have to do a certain level of appearances. They have to appear in a commercial. They have to post on social media, whatever. And then a portion of that money is actually coming from the revenue share now. This is within the last year. And for that, that's just revenue share. There are no specific obligations that are tied to that money. And that money comes from the university.